Hi, BCE. How are you? This is Mrs. Hayes again in my garden where we're going to be testing some different organism behaviors. And this is assignment 15. It's called choice chambers. And one of the things you're going to want to do is copy this down or take a look at it. If you don't have a printer, that's fine. You don't have to copy it, but definitely this has all the directions, okay? Now, a choice chamber is an investigative method that scientists use to study animal behavior to determine what the favored conditions are for that animal's habitat. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to collect a critter or an insect or a worm or caterpillar, roly-poly, and you're going to give it a choice. Only two choices. For example, you might give it the choice of sun or shade, or you might give it the choice of damp or dry. Those are two options. You can think of another choice if you want, but those are two different conditions. Now, the first thing you have to do before you begin is set up your notebook. Now, I'm going to have a picture of this, okay? So you'd write your focus question. My organism is worms. My condition I'm choosing is damp or dry, not damp or dry, but shade or sun. How I will test it. I have a container, so you're going to have to maybe collect some containers. If you want to do damp or dry, you might want a coffee filter or a napkin or something. You might want some safe scissors so you can cut something. But I have my worms in here. Woohoo! I collected them. You can see them, and they're not. Well, they're moving a little bit because because my container's moving around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my worms the choice between bright sun or shade. Okay, so I predict, because I know worms, you probably can guess my prediction. They live underground, but I'm going to predict that they choose the shade. Who knows? I wonder how fast that will happen. I'm going to make some observations here, but I want detailed observations. Now, when you test the condition, the creature might, or the insect or bug or whatever you're testing, might not move right away. You need to give it time, at least 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And at that time, you're making your observations, okay? And then you're going to write down your results. What happened? And maybe after a minute, nothing happened, but after 3 minutes, something happened. So I'm going to go set up my condition, and then I'll be right back and I'll show you how I set it up, okay? Okay, so I set up my condition and I'm going to show you how I set it up. I just put my notebook and it's in this, and if you can see, my worms are and I put the worms in the sun to begin with, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes and see what happens. Actually, I'm going to stay here and look and observe. So I'm going to put this on pause and so you can see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to do my observations. Let me put this on pause. Okay, so I am back and it was really interesting. I'm not going to tell you what happens because maybe you want to test that. Now, if you want to test damp and dry, you might take a coffee filter or a napkin and put it on a Tupperware. Okay, you might put a little water on it, on just half, just the damp thing. Actually, you might want to do that before. And then you might want to put your worm or your roly-poly or caterpillar in that condition. And the thing is, you have to wait. So once you do your conditions, then you can record that in your notebook. And there's going to be some questions to answer in Google Classroom. Don't forget that part. Save your notebook, because at the end of the year, we're going to be posting the pictures of our notebook. So it's important that you do the whole assignment. You guys have been doing a great job. I'm really proud of you. I miss you. Have fun with this. I will be posting a video about a caterpillar that I found and what condition I use. So have fun with this, and we'll see you next time. Bye.